Good morning, art friends, and welcome back to art class. I have a very exciting project for you today, packed with lots of interesting insects and a lot of details. So go find a pencil, find something to draw on, and let's get started.
Okay, welcome back, and I'm super excited because today we're going to go on a backyard adventure. I have my door open right now and I can hear so many animals talking to us, so many birds chirping, lots of activity for spring going on outside today. So I'm going to enjoy the fresh air while we draw. All right, this picture has a lot going on in it, but don't let that overwhelm you. We are going to do this step by step, and I promise you'll end up with a great drawing. All right, so have you ever gone outside and just laid down on your belly and maybe just looked at what was going on in the grass? That's where the inspiration for this picture comes from, is that just exploring outside. And I think today is going to be a really good day to do that. So I really want you to practice drawing lightly today. I'm going to get mine a little bit darker so you can see it, but I hope that at home you're drawing lightly, because we are going to do some overlapping and erasing some lines that we don't end up needing on this. All right, so definitely I drew mine as a girl. I tend to do that because I am a girl, but boys, all you get to do is change your hairstyle. This can be you too, or a friend, whoever you think of when you draw. So I just want you to draw the face shape, just kind of like an oval. And we're going to go ahead and insert the magnifying glass over to the right. I wanted you to get that big. Do you hear my dogs fussing this morning? All right, so 2 circles, and then we'll make the handle come down. Poppy. Shh. I think they're fighting over a bone. And I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. I want to have enough room for fingers to go right here. All right, let's go ahead now and we'll put in the eyes. And I like to just do oval eyes with the circle in the middle, but a lot of you are very good at all kinds of different styles of eyes, like the anime eyes. Really just whatever you prefer. I like to have some eyelashes. And on this side, the eyebrow can show. It's kind of hidden over here. I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of hairlines so I can kind of see where I'm going with that. Girls, you could put a little hair bow right there. You could have curly hair. Whatever hair you have, whatever hair you want. Oh my goodness. Poppy, pretzel. Shh. All right. So I'm going to come... you have to imagine that this person in this picture is laying on their stomach. So the arm is going to come out off the side of the face. And I'm just going to make a little sleeve. Then I'm going to make a rainbow around. So it's kind of like a little elbow. Okay, and then we're going to put the thumb holding the magnifying glass, and then wrap the fingers around. I want the fingers to go all the way like you're holding it. Whoops. Got that finger very big. You might have to play with those just a little bit. All right. And that's really all the body we're going to show, because we're going to be like laying on our stomachs. And I looked at the way I colored this, and I really don't like the way I colored it, because really that should be green in the middle. I may go back and fix that at the end of the video. You know, sometimes I just get to coloring and then I go back and look and think, oh, that didn't really make sense right there. Okay, I'll fix that. All right, so what I want to do is have varying degrees of grass and flowers. And what I mean is I want Big flowers and small flowers. I want things that overlap, things that go back and behind, just to make the picture more interesting. So I'm going to start down here. I'm going to go ahead and put a flower where she's looking at the flower. And so now I'm going to take out those lines of her face because we don't need those. Okay, that's why we're drawing lightly. Now you can go in and put the smile around that and a little nose. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and draw the stem. And I'm going to go ahead and get my first leaf. And I'm going to put one on the other side. So I gave these some curved lines and some movement to make it more natural looking, like you were outside. All right, another big part of this drawing is the insects that are crawling around. And I put a few in here, but you definitely could put more insects. I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna get another flower made. This little flower is just like a little piece of popcorn in the middle, and then little heart petals around. You could put in some single rainbow lines to extend that out. I'm gonna give it a stem, and I want it to have some shorter leaves in there. All right, and then I'm gonna move over and go ahead and make the tulip. Big letter U, zigzag line. This one's really up close in the picture, so it's really big. And I really want to give it some big leaves to make a statement in our picture. I'm going to move over to the right, and I'm going to show you how to make the mushroom. So it's kind of on its side there. So I have a rainbow line connected. This is the stem part. And then you're going to come back with an opposite rainbow line and fill that in with some lines. The underneath of a mushroom has these little lines like this. And then this is just for fun. We're going to make it have spots. I do think some mushrooms have spots and dots and all kinds of things. And you could make that a natural color, or you could just make it fun like I did and make it red and white. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this big flower in behind here. So just a big petal flower, rainbow lines, circle center, and then come down. Now I had to go through her arms because that's what would make sense there. Goodness, they are really wild this morning. This air has been feeling so good. So now they get to go outside. They are being so loud in my video. All right, so now let's look at some ways that we can fill this in with grass. And I had left a little room right here for the hair because I wanted her to be, you know, looking down in the grass. So this is where you're doing some overlapping. You're drawing lightly and taking out any lines that you don't need. Okay, I'm gonna do some smaller grass here. Just sort of filling that in. Thick blades, thin blades. Let some of the grass cover her face. Take out the face lines you don't need. You're also gonna go back and look for places where the insects are crawling. We'll add those last. Okay, so I still see I've got a really good gap right here. Let me show you how to make this other little flower, or maybe it's a weed. I don't know. I just made a little stem coming off of that. I don't know, I'll call it, it looks like grapes. But it did add a little interesting flower to look at, or whatever it is. I kind of turned it diagonal. All right, and I've got a little bit of room here. I'm gonna have this little curvy stem. I think that looks too much like that one. Let me make these more pointed. More of a pointed leaf on this one. So you can draw back in behind, overlap, just erase if you overlap your lines. All right, so that wasn't so bad. Okay, so I'm gonna give a little definition to some of my leaves, and on this leaf over by the tulip, I made a caterpillar. I just did a simple one with circles, eyes, a couple of antennas, and then feet all the way down. Maybe it's the centipede, I don't know. And then on the other leaf, then I'm gonna give a ladybug. Because if you go outside right now and you're looking around, I bet you can find some ladybugs crawling around. Right, I'm just putting some lines in my grass. All right, and how about just even a tiny little butterfly up here flying around while you're looking around? I gave my person a little hair clip. That might be a detail you like to add. All right, and here's, let me see, this picture came out a little bit different than the first one I drew. I was looking for a place for a ladybug to be crawling a different way, a side view. I think I can put one in here. So just a rainbow line and its head. Little dots on the side. Little legs. All right, and that's about close to everything. I think I'm short of flowers, so you may end up with more room for more flowers, more insects, a grasshopper, spider. See where the hair is coming through. I think if you get the opportunity to trace this one, then you'll see places that you need to erase out lines you don't need. I keep finding them. That's just an easy way to do an overlap though, is to draw lightly and draw over something. Okay, so since I noticed my mistake, let me make sure you can see it here. So what I did, really without thinking, I was talking to somebody while I was coloring, probably pretty distracted, was that I made this be the air color all around. But really when I think about it, and she's on her belly, well, that would be grass color. So I'll just let you hang out with me while I see if I can fix this, because guess what? Teachers make little mistakes too. Oops, so I tried to color over that green. Well, it's not bad. Actually, I kind of like the color it's turned out to be. So what you would want to do when you color yours is just fill in all this back part green, because she is laying in the grass. And only about halfway, because the rest of it should be blue up here. everywhere you think that would make sense that she was laying down in the grass. Okay, I'm just kind of naturally ending the blue to the green here. Yeah, this looks better. This looks better, better. Actually, it turned out pretty cool. Sometimes when you make a mistake, when you fix it, it's just even better than you thought it would be. And I'm going to say that's what happened this time. I'm gonna get all this that I was trying to make air really didn't need to come down this far. All right, I am happier with that, and you could go ahead and grab another shade of green too to put in there. And just since while I'm hearing him talking about coloring, today I used crayons because you've heard me say this before. I love crayons. Crayons are just wonderful. And I don't even know if the video picks it up as much, but you can do so much blending if you have different shades of green. Then you can add so much interest to your crayons by using different colors and blending them together. They're just wonderful. So that's just something I like to do to make it more fun to look at. Anyway, I'll end on that note, but you can do that in your flowers, anything you're coloring. All right, I am so much happier with that now. And I learned a good lesson today. Hopefully you did too. All right, you guys, I know this one is probably a little bit more challenging, but I believe you. You can do it. I believe in you. And this is how you grow. This is how you grow as an artist, is you keep venturing out to those things that are a little more challenging for you. If you mess up, just start over. It's a great thing about a video. All right, this one's super long too. You guys have a great day. It's supposed to be 90 degrees today in Texas. Nice and warm. That ought to make us all happy. Get outside, get your magnifying glass, and go find some bugs. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.